Let's finish this out. I looked in the book and I found a bunch of similar points, and I settled on the Windust because I saw one that was pretty wide. This preform is a little bit wide for the Windust. I mean, there's a big one here, but it's huge, right? Anyway, I'm going to have to take a lot of the stem off. I'm going to have to make this real narrow as far as the stem goes. There's different shoulders on the Windust. This one is the Windust Hatwai, which is a little bit different than the Windust standard type, I guess. Let's see. There's Windust Alberta, Windust contracting stem, Windust just regular. One of the things I noticed about Windust is it says this point coexisted with Clovis. Coexisted, which means they're making both types. Yeah. Yep. So Clovis did not completely replace whatever they were using. Anyway, Windust is similar to another point that I was requested to make. I think it's a Parman. And I'm going to make Scott's Bluffs out of Obsidian here, maybe in the next few days. Lake Mojave is similar, right? No. One of these, I mean, look at all these that are also kind of similar, Paleo to early Archaic, okay? And they have ground stems. What's the book? It's this book here. Everybody knows the book, except I always get a question on what it is. Overstreet Identification and Price Guide to Indian Arrowheads. And the latest edition is the 15th. Buy it at Barnes & Noble. I'll put a link down in the comments. Buy it at Barnes & Noble, okay? Or there's somewhere else, there's another place where you can get version 12, I think, for cheap. I'll put the links in the description or in the comment. Probably in the comment. So, the Windust has a little indentation in the bottom of the base. They say that it's off-center. I don't know if they mean off-center this way or off-center this way. It looks like it's not off-center this way, so it may be just one pop out on one side. Makes it off-center this way. Yeah. So I'll just pop it out on one side. Little indentation. Okay. So we'll get to that in a little bit. I gotta trim the stem. And yeah, it's a lot of waste, but it's the law of the West. I hate to do it, but it's the law of the West. Maybe give me a chance to get rid of some of the crunchiness. Yeah. I'll always take advantage of being able to shape it a little bit if I need to. I had some dinner, late second dinner. Yeah. Hope it doesn't make me feel lazy. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I think I'm going to put some barbs on it. One of those Windust versions has barbs on it. Instead of just shoulders on it, it has barbs. Slightly barbed. Yeah, I'm crushing the edges a little bit, but this is the preliminary stage of shaping. Yeah, so don't worry about it. It's gonna get all nasty. I'll fix it in a minute, yeah. See, it got all crunchy. I gotta be very careful about how I nap it. But I don't need to be careful right now. I was just reshaping it. Alright, so now I gotta be careful, because I'll be thinning as well as reshaping. And as usual in that book, it doesn't have side views, so I don't know how thick these things are. I'm going to assume they're thin, because if I don't make them thin, people think it looks stupid. Yeah, and I'm using the word stupid a lot in this video series. But yeah, if I don't make them thin, it's going to look dumb. So I'm going to make it a little bit thin, probably thinner than they were. Yeah. Luckily, there's a random flaking pattern. Now, I don't know if this version of the Windust was coexistent with Clovis, but some of these Windust types were, which is, I think, very interesting, because it appears that, you know, in the literature, they don't take into account the fact that points that were different than Clovis existed alongside of Clovis in different areas, like Wilson in Texas and Windust in the Northwest. So that means that Clovis was not an independent people. It was a meme, a technological meme that spread between different peoples, different cultures. They kept some of They kept some of their traditional stuff and still used Clovis at the same time. Not everyone adopted the Clovis. Or they adopted it, but they didn't stop making their contracting stem points. Yeah. The contracting stem points actually predates the Clovis. In many areas. They're finding out. Yeah, they finally had to admit it, that Clovis is not first. If you don't know, in case you don't know, there's still a lot of people who don't know that Clovis is not first. They think, no, we learnt that Clovis is first. Yeah. A long time ago I learned it, but I learned it. They learnt it to me. Yeah. I'm not going to listen to you, because you didn't originally learn it to me. No. Yeah, but you'll find out. I think there's a lot of contracting stem points in South America that existed before Clovis, that a lot of the Clovis researchers just ignored it. Just ignored all that stuff. South America, we're not going to pay attention to South American stuff. We're North American archaeologists. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. That's the way it goes. I don't lose sleep over it. I just make fun of it. Yeah. So look at all the material. Look at all the waste, all the crud flakes. Look at all of it. It's tragic. No, it's not tragic. It's a law of the West. Somebody tell him what that is. I put a link to that cartoon many times. I think I still have a link to it in my clipboard where I store all my links. My clipboard is not big enough for all my links. It ticks me off. So I have my links in another spot. I had to back them up, and then I only have a partial list of the internet links that I need to show everybody on my clipboard. Yeah, it's a bummer. I don't know why they don't make the clipboard able to store a huge amount of data. It would make it so much easier for me to answer questions. Yeah. There's the same questions come up over and over again, so if I have them at my fingertips on the clipboard, it would be good. But no, clipboards are lame. They don't carry enough info. And if I want to put them, I can put them in Word or something. And I got a huge capacity for that. But it's not like clipboard. I gotta copy it to my clipboard first and then paste it as a response. It's easier if they're just in the clipboard to begin with, so I don't have to copy it into the clipboard and then paste it on there some other place. It drives me up the wall. Yeah. They can figure out how to land something. They can figure out how to land a rocket booster. But they can't figure out how to make a clipboard big enough. Does Elon Musk have to figure everything out? Everything? Everybody's brain is paralyzed or what? Must be. There's only one guy that's able to think. Or there's something else going on. Maybe if clipboard was big enough and could store all the information you needed to be an internet star, because everyone says, what's your source? What is the source? What is it? If I could have all the sources on a clipboard, we couldn't debunk the little fanatics quickly. We couldn't put them out of commission. Yeah. All those fanatics depend upon the fact that we cannot immediately supply a source because we don't have a big enough clipboard for all the stupid, what is the source? What is it? Even if you give them the source, it don't matter anyway, I found out. So don't even worry about it. I'm just saying, don't even worry about it, because I've given them sources before and they don't pay no attention to it. They find something else to nitpick. Yeah. Because it can't be wrong. No. Yikes. I can't get around it. I can't avoid it. There's always going to be a step fracture. Always. So I'm just going to live with it. There's always going to be little bites and stuff too. I just got to live with it. Adapt and overcome. We come in peace. We're going to live in peace. Dang it. I would think that some of that stuff would be easy to get rid of, those lumps around the edge. But no. No. I gotta use pressure. Gotta get out the old tedium. The tedium tools. You don't know what tedium means? I don't even know if that's a word. It comes from the word tedious. Right? Right. Yeah, that period of time where I'm doing something tedious is the tedium. Is everybody following along with their piece of mahogany obsidian? Did you get it that thin? No? It broke in half twice? Make a little miniature. Are you all working on your miniature ones? I know I would have. Yeah. I ended up making little miniature ones before I was making big points. Yeah. I would not follow along with videos. There's no way I could have done that. I wasn't that quick. I'd watch a video and then do it by memory. Yeah. I would not have videos in the background either, because sometimes it's annoying. Yeah. I do have videos sometimes in the background, but they're not related to flintknapping. Funny thing, huh? Probably because if it's related to flintknapping, I kind of want to pay attention. And it's distracting. But if it's something else, I don't really need to pay that much attention to it. I mean, it might be interesting and all, but if I miss it, if I miss something, it's not like it's going to take me years to figure out what that was that I missed. I missed it, now I got to go research it because it might have been extremely important and it might take me years. What video was it? I watched 42 flintknapping videos this week and I can't remember. Yeah, I remember those days. Wish I had a clipboard that would work. Then I could have notes on all 42 videos. But no, clipboard doesn't have enough room. Yeah, it's 2024. It's going on 2025 and they still don't have enough room. I'm going to be complaining and moaning the whole time. Yep. You might want to advance the video a little bit. Maybe. Turn the volume down at least. Yeah. And one of these days, the clipboard will be big enough. Yeah. Obsidian is so nice. Yes, it is. With all of its drawbacks and pain in the painting the butteries, there is some light in the sky. There is some light in the obsidian sky. It's not all dark. Yeah. Mainly the way you can repair and drive flakes. You can do damage control with obsidian. I don't like getting sidetracked by those little things. They're nothing. They're just little annoyances. Just something so small could be so annoying. Yeah. Because it gets between the tool and my finger. Alright. I don't like to wear the gloves when I'm doing this. Because I lose the feel for it, and it's also very slippery. I end up dropping the point. But it's better than being distracted by those little buggers that get into the space between the tool and my finger. And that happens with everything, not just obsidian. But obsidian is so sharp, sometimes I can't find those. Can't dig them out. And they bug me for days. And I sit on my front porch and dig them out. People wonder what I'm doing. What's he doing? Digging into his hand with the knife? That doesn't look too smart. No, it's not too smart. I didn't wear my gloves. It's smart that I'm digging it out because I got some Flintknapping to do that needs no distractions because of my viewers. I got viewers. I got an audience. And it's not only because of that. It's because it's distracting. I can't nap. Well, I can nap, but if I make a mistake, I don't know if it's the distraction or me. So if there's a doubt, I just blame it on the distraction. Yeah. Yeah. Of course I do. Some of you guys don't believe me. It's not that distracting. You don't know. If you don't have ADHD, you don't know. Or if you don't have some of the symptoms. I got lots of the symptoms. All the bad ones. I don't have a complete list of symptoms, but I got the bad ones. Yeah. Well, I don't got the worst ones, I guess. Yeah, I don't have the worst symptoms, which that's good. It'd be terrible if I did not have any motivation at all. Or impatient to such a degree that it's debilitating. Yeah, I get impatient, but you know, I can adapt and overcome and make do with what I got. And say, good, it's good enough. Good enough. I can make doo-doo with what I got. And I don't care if it ends up being doo-doo. Well, I care a little bit, but it's not debilitating. Dude, I don't want to hear about ADHD. Just do the napping, dude. Okay, fine. Half of you have it. I know you do. You just don't want to hear about it. Nope. Some people say, well, if half people have it, then it's kind of normal, huh? Well, half the people that have the time to watch YouTube videos, because they're not, they're not fighting fires or underwater welding over in Alaska. There was a time where I had a chance to learn some underwater welding. I asked the guy, should I go to school for that? I asked one of my instructors. I went to welding school for a little while. I think it was 6 months I went to welding school. Anyway, this was way back when I first started working and stuff. I asked him, where do underwater welders work? He goes, well, right now, the biggest areas for the underwater welding are in the Gulf of Mexico and up in Alaska. Alaska? He says, yeah, nobody wants to go there, so you can probably get a good job there. And there's also pipelines that you do welding on, I guess. He's talking about pipelines, I think. Not just those rigs. I said, okay, well, I know it pays like, at that time it paid over $100 an hour, probably about $300 an hour now, I don't know. But those guys don't have time to look to watch knapping videos on YouTube, that kind of thing. He says, he told me, and I looked it up later. Yeah, you get time off, but you don't want to be doing just plain old watching videos. You gotta have a family, get some family life on your time off, because you're gonna be spending your money on stupid stuff. Yeah, spending money going out on dates, or spending it on the kids. One of the two. At that age. So the people that have time for YouTube videos are either retired or they're having a little bit of a problem with regular jobs. Or they're on their regular job and they're just watching videos at their regular job. I know what that's like. I used to sit at my desk during lunch break. Hey Pat, why don't you just go to lunch? We got lunches at nice restaurants out here. Why don't you just go out to lunch? Why do you always stay in your office? I told him, I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching videos, man. Videos? Yeah, it's a new thing. They got videos on the internet. Oh yeah. I'm watching. I watched videos. They had a good car crash the other day. I watched it. Yeah. No, not car crashes. What? I don't watch car crashes. I watch people making stuff. Making stuff? Oh yeah, I saw a guy making some of them homemade explosives. Yeah. No, not like that. Not like that. No, I know what you're talking about. You go out and buy this stuff. Has a weird name. And you put a can of it or something inside a refrigerator, and you shoot at it and it blows the refrigerator from here to kingdom come. That kind of video? He goes, yeah, that kind of video. Yeah. No, I watch people making stuff, not making a mess. Yeah. You neurotypicals, you watch destruction. Yeah. Why you guys watch destruction all the time? Your brains work really well, and yet you sit there and you watch things get blown up. I don't get it. Anyways. Whoa. It's slippery when I got the glove on. I'm going to take it off. Yep. I already did the hard stuff anyway. I don't think I'm going to do much sharpening on this. I got to do one more pass. So am I saying that only people with ADHD and that kind of stuff watch these videos? Well, if the shoe fits. This calms people down, you know? Believe it or not. Some people watch this just to calm down. And the world becomes nice. Yeah. It becomes nice for a change. I don't know. That did send a flake up that way, but it didn't make a good pop out. I don't know. Let me see. I'm afraid to push hard enough for a good pop out. Besides, it's kind of crunchy. What's up with that? I didn't grind it enough. I didn't grind it at all. I'm going to have to fix that base. It's not supposed to be quite like that, I don't think. Yeah, don't worry. I'll get it to where it looks more stupid than this. Yeah. Don't worry. Do a percussion pop out. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Break the stem right off. Should have put this pop out in first. I don't know. It doesn't quite look right. Oh well. So some of these might be fluted. I don't know. I saw a note that some of these sometimes have the flute-like thinning flakes. But I'm going to take down the sides. Yeah, I need the glove. I'm going to take down the sides and then grind the sides. Yep. Put little barbs on this. Barbs. Yeah. Just little ones. Easy peasy. Can you see? It's still blurry and still the camera's still confused between light and dark. We'll see what happens when I get my darker gloves. Okay, so just short flakes before I grind this. Before I grind this bad boy. Okay. Do these have little pop-outs too that are very hard to do? Shouldn't be that hard because it's obsidian, but you know how it goes. You think it's easy, but then it gets almost impossible. Now this down here is going to stay ground, but this is going to be sharpened up again. But now that I'm here, might as well grind this down right here. Here, I'm grinding. Why? Because I like it. Why else would I do it? Because I don't like it? Why are you doing that? Because I don't like it. Yeah, only in Flintknapping. What I'm trying to do is I see a little spot there that, yeah, should be flaked, but I'm just going to grind it, I guess. Yeah. I got to figure out some way. I still have not bought that mineral oil, although I had some back in my old shop. Next to my leather dye, I had some mineral oil, but it's probably still down in the storage unit. Dang it. I could go to the store, but they don't have any. I looked already. Mineral oil? We don't have that. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to hear it with my own two ears. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were lame, because that's what I thought. Yeah. Although there's a couple places I guess I could check. You know, we have a hardware store that actually carries a whole section of kitchen stuff. Yeah. There's pots and pans right in the hardware store. I was like, what? I went there today to get a key copied and I saw pots and pans. And I'm going, I never noticed that before. I go straight for the hardware section. I didn't notice you guys had kitchen stuff. In that aisle I never go down. And barbecue stuff. Yeah, they got like grill accessories and hot mitts and all kinds of little spatulas and wire brushes and stuff. And I'm going, dang it. I didn't know you guys had this whole section over here. Yep, sure enough. And they have a little place where you can ship UPS. And I shipped something UPS today at the hardware store. So I need to check, see if they got mineral oil and leather dye. You never know. With that kind of a variety of stuff, I gotta check it out a little bit more. I gotta be a little bit more investigative. And don't just assume everything. Yeah. You know what they say about assuming stuff. Yep. Some of you going, yeah, I'm the king of assuming. Yep. It's one of those kingdoms in La La Land. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Okay. Is that good enough of a grind on the stem? If you can see it, can't see it. Maybe they got black golf gloves over at the hardware store. Hardware / department store. slash UPS mailing store slash barbecue and kitchen appliances and pots and pans store. It's like a general store, right? But it doesn't say blah 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 general store. It says blah 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 hardware store. Yeah. So the king of Assume Land went in there and it slapped me back out of La La Land, and I didn't know where I was. No, had no idea for a second. Did I walk in the door on the other side? Did I walk in the wrong door? No, I just went down the aisle I never went down before. Anyway, I just want a key made. Yeah. And I got lost. Alright, now, is that it? Are we there yet? We better, because it's already 40 minutes and I got friends that don't have no time to watch them long format videos. Nope. They got to get back to their underwater welding or whatever they do. Some of you guys going, is he making that up? Welding underwater? The heck? Yeah, you can weld underwater. You got to wear a diving suit and everything. And yeah, you get shocked because the water, believe it or not, water can conduct electricity. Oh yeah. So you're sitting there with a mild form of shock. At least they used to. Every time you weld, you get a little bzzz, but you get used to it. I don't know how it is these days. All right, so that's it. Yeah, kind of anticlimactic, I think, because I wanted to use that word. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm not gonna look in the book to compare. Okay, I'm not gonna look in there to see if I got the Windust correct, because I know I did. So I don't need to look. You guys have flipped to the end. It's this book here, okay? You can pause it. And if you can't figure it out, someone will tell you. Is it this one? I don't see no Windust. Oh, gotta go one more. Yeah. Okay, so it's not that type. It's this type. It's got the contracting stem with a little pop out. The pop out on mine is not quite the same. I got barbs on mine too, like this one. But this one has got a big old pop out. And it's all kind of wonky. See that? They're wonky compared to mine. Yeah. So mine's kind of like this one. A little more symmetrical. But no pop out. Although it might be damaged. Some of these might be damaged. Anyway, where's the one with the... This is the one with the barbs on it. Yeah, it's not quite the same. My barbs are too neat. Yeah. Oh, I got some transparency on that. On that barb. How about the other one? Oh, yeah. Let's look at that for a second. It's got transparency through the sides there. It's a triple flow. I thought it was a mahogany. I'm not going to change the name of the video. But yeah, it's a triple flow. Look at that. I didn't even know it was a triple flow. Dang it. Anyways, it napped like mahogany. Yeah. Because it kept diving. It kept getting crunchy in the middle. It wasn't like a typical triple flow. Typical triple flow is a little bit tougher on the edges, so it doesn't dive. I mean, it doesn't crunch as much. It doesn't crunch and munch. Anyway. Yeah, it's a little bit too neat, but it's okay. I'll leave it like that. There you go. That's it.